Askreddit Asks, what's something weird, funny, embarrassing you've done on autopilot?
I was looking all over for my keys and finally thought that I might have left them in the car. I went outside and my car was locked. So I pulled my keys out of my pocket, unlocked the door, opened the door and realized how much of an idiot I am.
The battery on my car remote went dead and I was late for work. I frantically pressed the unlock button to get it to work. No dice. I was like, shit. Fuck. How do I get to work? Exclamation mark. Should I work from home? I rather not though. Damn it. What to do? Quote question mark. Then I realized I could use the key. You know, that jagged metal thing you jab in keyholes? The key isn't even hidden in the remote.
Washed an apple at the sink. Dried it with a paper towel. Turned and tossed the apple in the trash and stood there holding the towel like an idiot.
I have thrown away ceramic plates more times than I care to admit.
Several times I have opened something in a package, like a piece of candy. Then thrown the item away while still holding the wrapper.
Undressing to shower, I threw my underwear into the toilet instead of the laundry and flushed it.
When I was 7 years old, I was getting ready for a bath. My parents had already filled the tub and all I had to do was take off my clothes and put them in the basket of dirty laundry. Took everything off and threw it all in the tub. Stood there and stared for a solid 30 seconds.
I once woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and casually just got in the shower. It took me about 5 minutes before I realized what just happened.
I kissed my wife's best friend. It was totally innocent and something we laughed about. I had to take a bus to work every day at about 4 a.m. My wife usually drove me to the stop so that I didn't have to leave my car there for 14 hours. My wife's friend was staying with us while she looked for a job and house in the area. She was getting up early anyways, so she decided she would take me and let my wife sleep. When we got to the stop, I just instinctively leaned over and kissed her goodbye. She had a dumbfounded look on her face. And mine instantly turned red as I realized what I'd done. I just said sorry. It was a habit. My wife poked fun at me for days for putting the moves on her friend.
I used to work on a farm and we always took our boots off before entering the homestead for meal breaks. One afternoon I absent-mindedly unbuttoned my jeans and started to take them off instead of my boots. I guess my brain decided I was done for the day.
Was anyone around to see?
You're not alone. As I recall, there was a baseball player who did something like this. He slid into first, dusted off his pants, then pulled them down. Presumably some dirt had gotten in, while on the field before remembering where he was. It was during a game and everything. There's a video of it somewhere.
I used to work for Comcast in their call center. I worked 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. so the only thing that was open when I would get off work was McDonald's. During the holidays they have unlimited overtime. Me being 19 and having no obligations at the time decided to just work non-stop until I fell down at my desk. I worked 3 days straight of OT, taking my mandatory breaks every couple of hours and napping in the lunchroom here and there. Finally I decided I'd had enough and started on my way home at around 2 a.m. one morning. I stopped at the McDonald's drive-thru because I wanted something hot to eat. Up until this point I'd subsisted on mints and packs of crackers from a vending machine. The conversation went something like this. Drive-thru lady. Go ahead and order when you're ready me. Thanks for calling Comcast, home of the triple play. My name is Elbal200, how can I assist you today? Question mark. A very long pause. I ended up sleeping in the parking lot of that McDonald's for about 12 hours in my car. The manager eventually knocked on my window and asked me if I was homeless and if I needed to come in and warm up.
Have a good day, sir. Love you too. Awkward shuffle out of Panera.
The horror. First time I met my ex's sister. She went, "Hi, I'm sister. How's you?" And I said, "Thanks." No one told me they loved me when I worked at Panera. Opening parenthesis dot.
I'm an ex-bus driver and many times on my way home from work, I would go to pull into a bus stop.
That's awesome. Do you ever start driving your route by accident? Yep. I feel you. Over-the-road trucker here, and pulling into a scale in a personal vehicle will get plenty of stares and a few laughs to boot. It is a great way to be reminded not to take yourself so seriously. The pipe underneath my sink was broken, so I put a bucket below it to catch the water leaking out. When it was full, I poured it back in the sink, and proceeded to flood my kitchen.
Similarly, I have made chicken stock. Got out the strainer, poured my stock through it and down the sink, leaving myself with a nice pile of depleted bones and a new lower estimation of my intelligence.
Every time the power goes out, walk into utility room to check breaker. Flip on light switch _.
I was working the back line at an Arby's way back in the day. We used to get our sub buns foot long, but all the subs we sold was 6-inch. I literally reached into the bag, grabbed a sub roll, cut it in half, and then put the knife back in the bag and tried to cut another sandwich with the sub bun. My manager saw it and died.
I laughed so hard at this, thank you.
So you used a bread knife.
Was signing for a parcel on one of those electronic things delivery drivers use. And I wasn't paying any attention and ended up staring at it for a minute and then just drawing a straight line on the screen and handing it back. He was confused.
Apparently so were you.
He's been staring at it for really long. Is he maybe planning to draw something amazing to impress me? Wait, that's just a straight line, WTF.
My wife's friend and her husband were leaving after having dinner at our house. As they're leaving, she says, "Love you," to my wife. Naturally, I respond, "Love you T, ooh, yeah. Good night."
I will sometimes intentionally end phone calls with my friends with an "I love you" because they almost always say it back automatically. They get mad after and I laugh hysterically and hang up.
Oh no, haha. Did that lead to an awkward conversation, or did your wife find it as hilarious as I do? I'm quite bad for that myself. I have to hold myself back from saying "love you" every time I book a taxi.
Go to the cinema to watch Quantum of Solace. Walk in 5 minutes late. Furious car chase on screen. Instinctively try to find my seatbelt.
Safety first.
I tried putting the milk bottle back in the microwave, then got mad when it didn't fit. I only stopped trying cause my brother was there watching and he started laughing.
OMG, oh no, haha. I was imagining like a tiny bottle of milk and then was like, how did it not fit? I've been there. I'm always putting cutlery in the fridge and things from the fridge in the cutlery drawer.
A couple days ago I put the milk in the cabinet and the kettle in the fridge. I wish I could say this was the first and last time, but I'd be lying.
Got in my car to buy groceries and drove the 45 minutes to work. P.S. But the actually embarrassing one is when you are a home care nurse and you walk into one of your patients' home at 9 p.m. expecting them to have milk and bread in stock.
This is my biggest one. My wife has to remind me constantly I'm not going to work when I drive on the weekends. Always running to catch the subway after waiting at the crosswalk in front of the station. Casually walking with my friend in the same area yesterday. Started running when the cross sign lit up. He was like, WTF. Pavlov's commute.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you marvelous people.